Hello, Vortex. The internet. I believe I was talking about the internet. It can be such a good thing for the select few that know how to use it. But for those that do not know how to use it, i.e. potentially 95% of society, I would say, 95% of society is completely clueless. And even those of us that have a clue, we can still be injured by these things, you know? I was very injured by the internet because I used to have hypochondria really bad. I still could go into it from time to time if I don't stay on my P's and Q's about my OCD. Now, I don't talk about mental illness in order to like play victim about it or make that who I am or whatever. But it is like a significant thing that I deal with, and so I don't, I'm not going to not talk about it because it's part of my life, you know. But I find it obnoxious, this like all or nothing attitude that people have. So it's like, that's something that they constantly talk about, or it's something that they deny and invalidate or throw away. So that's stupid. Like, both of those options are dumb, and you're failing. You have failed yourself and you have failed the world, because you're supposed to be what God wants you to be, okay? And you're less likely to do that if you're fighting things inside yourself, you know. There are certain things that you should experience, and you should experience pain, you know, like when you're really sad, or you're, you know, not okay with what is going on around you. And I feel like now is as good a time as any to, you know, just be totally open and honest, and as Lester Bangs would say, unmerciful, okay? Hey man, I stopped myself. It just makes me so mad. How hard is it to pour cement into the fucking road, dude? See, what's funny is that I won't say one cuss word and then I'll just go on a whole stream. See, this is a legit live stream, okay? It's not gonna be live by the time y'all watch it, but I hope it still feels that way. I think that I do have an amazing ability to, like, make people feel like they already know me. It's because I'm so open, you know? And then people are open with me. That's the beauty of comedy. And if you're just a comedian all the time, you know, if you're a comedian and an artist or failure, whatever, whichever one, you know, if you're open about that, like, people come up to you and be like, oh, I feel that way too, or I understand where you're coming from, you know, they'll be more real. So you can have that impact on other people. You have any idea how amazing that is. See, last night, my performance was terrible. I absolutely hated it. But I wouldn't have been so motivated to do this mic, which, you know, to be fair, it's a weed bar. So yeah, people are gonna laugh even when things probably aren't that funny, but they're fucking high. So that's one of the cool things about cannabis. But, you know, I was performing in front of a bunch of comedians, and, you know, as I've been told, you know, I'm definitely a comedian's comedian, so, you know, that's definitely a compliment, though. Because people say that, that means that you really know what you're doing in that particular art form, like you understand the art form. But the downside to that is only people that also understand the art form are going to understand what the fuck you're doing. So, like what I was saying before, I've been thinking about this a lot. This argument that I got into with my priest about art and comedy, and what's interesting is like what I do on YouTube is completely different from what I do on stage. I wish I could transfer it, but I just can't do it, man. I've tried just getting up there. I can't. I've gotten up there enough times, and I've been doing this long enough that like I shouldn't still have this problem of holding myself back. So I believe this, that everything happens for a reason, and that if I'm not supposed to release that on stage, it's not going to happen, you know. So I shouldn't beat myself up about it. I should just accept it and do whatever I possibly can, you know. And maybe I'm just like more comfortable right now. I mean, just imagine just how funny I am without the camera. I mean, I resemble George Carlin in a lot of ways. Like when I'm not recording, I go on these rants that are very, very similar to the things that he has talked about. Just the way that he would, you know, he'd have like these, you know, like bullet points, and just the way he went into it was so natural. And that's definitely what I do. But yeah, I'm not comfortable. Like, no matter how comfortable I seem up there, I'm not. I am crawling out of my fucking skin, just to let you know. I do it for you. I really don't do it for me. I really hate it. If I did it for me, I'd just do it in my house. You know? Or I'd do it anywhere, really. Anywhere where I am, I do it for me. Like, doing it on stage. It's like, I'm not gonna be mad if people don't get it, because maybe they're just not like too far out there. But I know that the right people will get me. And even some of the wrong people, like, they still get me somewhat. They just don't get me all the way, or they're intimidated by me. I've had so many women in the Nashville comedy scene come up to me when they're really, really drunk and tell me how jealous they are of me. Isn't that funny? They're all really beautiful, too. So they're jealous of an unattractive woman that gets up there and admits that she's fucking schizophrenic. They're jealous of her. That's pretty good, man. I feel like I'm succeeding, if that's the case. I'm doing something right. But, I mean, they're totally fine with schizophrenia at that weed bar. But a lot of people are very uncomfortable about that. You know, you start talking about that, it freaks everybody out. Or they're like laughing because like they think you're making fun of it. But oh no, man. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna deny it. It's so annoying. It's like when you're like crazy in a way that is stigmatized, it's like people will just be so weird about it. And then they'll think that you're doing it for attention or whatever. Why would the fuck? I mean, seriously, schizophrenia? No. They hate schizophrenics so much because it's such a threat. It's such a threat to all the power and control and all the brainwashing, you know? You can't wash our brains, man. Because even if you do, even if you attempt to, our brains will like magically rewash themselves. Like they will restore that original personality that they received from the Lord, okay? I really believe that. And we're so very lucky to have that. Whereas most people are just kind of going along with whatever's in front of them or whatever they're told. Okay, go this way, do this thing, wear this little outfit, pretend you're happy. Oh, you're not happy. Okay, take these pills and pretend you're happy. Everything's all pretend in this country, man. I bitched about America because I live in America. Did you know that? I don't live anywhere else, so there's no point. I mean, I'm not like doing this grass is greener on the other side. I don't know what the other side is. I've just always felt like an outsider in this country. So, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Vortex. You probably already left. You got sick. You get sick. That's annoying. It's annoying when yours truly doesn't want to take the necessary steps to make your viewers experience a lot better. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I'm not going to get a smartphone. Fuck that shit. I know, it would make things easier, wouldn't it? It'd make things so much easier. My life would be a lot more convenient. I could be just like you. You know? You bitch about this all the time, man. All the time. Well, people would literally invent hours a day if they get on their phone more, man. Just so they could watch more TikTok videos and do stuff that's like not even the slightest bit redeeming, you know? It'd be one thing if there were more redeeming qualities to social networks and you know, all these apps that people are using for everything. But it's just like, I think people are just apathetic. They just went along with it, and now they're like, well, what else do we do? I guess we just have to say yes to all these things, you know? And I think that the issue now is like them whining about, you know, future developments and future developments, really. It's been happening. It's always been happening. They're just revealing the truth because they can, and it's like the timing is just all too perfect. But yeah, they're trying to freak everybody out. Whatever technology they're talking about, they have way, way, way more advanced technology, just to let you know. Way, way, way more advanced technology. Like, it's so crazy that people believe any motherfucking thing they hear. Dude, my ears hurt. What's going on? Is there like 5G out here too? You know there is? The tower is like right up the street. Are they like turning it on extra or something? They're like, piss off the crazy bitch, piss off the crazy bitch. Give her a fucking headache. No, seriously though, it's been really bad tonight. And I'm not spending more money on like crazy conspiracy shit that's gonna put me on the government watch extra list. I did that joke on stage. It got some laughs. So that was good. That was a while ago. That is true though. You could just keep adding to that. Government watch extra. What was that joke I did? Don't read all about it. Because it's like extra. Don't read all about it. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, I could definitely add to that. Oh, that's the thing. John told me that I should make it seem like it's just fresh. Like every time you do it, it's fresh. It's true. You can't, like, I mean, I've seen comics do that. Because there's certain comics in the scene, like, it doesn't matter how many times I've already heard them do that joke. I just want them to do it again. You know, because it's a good joke. But, you know, that's decent comics, though. A lot of comics that I've seen, they just do the same joke. It's terrible every single time, and they don't revamp it or anything. But sorry, I just totally forgot that, like, it's dark. It's dark, y'all. It's dark. You see me? You see my hands? Such a bitch. I am. I'm such a bitch. I really am. Okay. Yeah, but I'm really glad we went out tonight because, like, I really didn't want to go. I forced myself to go. Because, like, I didn't want to go to last night's mic either, and I went to last night's mic and it was bad. I mean, I had a lot of people laughing, actually. Like, when I was up there, I saw people laughing. But, you know, based off the recording, it sounds like I'm just bombing. And that's interesting about, you know, a live comedy show versus, like, you know, a video. You can't capture, like, the audience's reaction. Yeah, well, that's why they do that. It, like, what is it? All the stuff on Comedy Central, where they have, like, you know, multiple cameras in the audience, like, filming people's laughter. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should get that. I should have multiple people filming, just to prove that Amy Gross is funny. Because I need more proof, you know? It's not enough. It's not enough to just be funny. And it's not enough to watch people laugh and hear people laugh. You know, you gotta prove it to the internet, or, like, it's not real. But yeah, I hated that. I hated that set. God, that was grueling. Just let you know. If you don't do comedy, I couldn't give less of a fuck what you think. It was like, oh, she bombed, or that was really hard to watch. Where. It's annoying. It's annoying to have people, like, that obviously, like, don't have any idea how difficult that is to just, like, get up there and be funny and interesting and entertaining. And I am all of those things, but that's still hard on stage. That's really hard, you know, at a bar, you know, where people have this phone on them all the time. They have this little TV that they could just, you know, easily check out whatever you're doing that's totally unimportant. You've just been working on it for your entire life, right? Right? Isn't that annoying? Oh, shit. I know that I need to go inside. I really need to go inside. Because I gotta get up early in the morning, but I just don't feel like it. I feel like staying up and doing what I always do. Fucking around, you know? I think I'm gonna play some tunes here in the next video. I'm assuming you're binge watching it, right? You're binge watching. So cool. So cool to binge on stuff, especially TV, where you don't have like obvious consequences of your addiction. There's a bit right there. There's always a bit.